Haunted Castle.
The death of a diversity higher. It's happened. Not that it really matters, it's comics, right? We'll know she comes back. But damn, oh damn, was it funny for this whole thing to go down. Unfortunately, for Kamala Khan, her death was more anticlimactic than anything I've seen in a long time. It was first off spoiled in the media. It got leaked. Second off, everyone to try to act outraged about it was a bunch of people who don't read comics or really care. They just kind of they said it was about racism. We've killed off everyone in comics. Where's the racism? Like the Reaper in comics does not discriminate, all right? Anyway, you know we're gonna bring her back. As if this was they see everything as just like the racist won this one, we'll get him next time. Like it's a at least people live in a Saturday morning cartoon world, right? So in I read Amazing Spider-Man number 26. Um it is bombastic and all over the place and insane, but I could overall tell what was going on. It just wasn't good. And but it's so funny the way Ms. Marvel is written in it. It's like he didn't want to have to actually write her into the plot. She's not even really part of the plot of this story at all. She has no consequence. She has no arc, and she has no real defining moment. She does trick the bad guy at the end. We'll get into that. But let's talk about Husana, who this character is Kamala Khan. Um, Kamala Khan is Ms. Marvel, and she has powers that I had forgotten she has, and she uses them in this. And normally her powers are she gets really big go-go hands, as I call them, and tries to punch things with her big goofy fists that look like they're about to, like balloons about to pop. They look ridiculous. When artists will try to make the fist more strong by giving her a strong forearm, but then it's just a chick with big forearms, and you're just really uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And like no one wants their chicks with big forearm veins and like stuff, and then they're stretching out all over the place. Like I mean, let's face it, at the end of the day, you feel like if you hit that, you're not even gonna really make a dent if she's really that stretchy. Anyway. Anyway, that's the tragedy of being an elastic girl, I guess. But you have to understand, they gave her big go-go fists, and when they made the TV show, Disney actually last minute changed her powers and had to reshoot. What? What happened? Why? Well, what happened was Disney showed this show of Kamala with the big goofy arms, spaghetti arms, and goofy go-go fists to girls, and young girls were like, I don't want that power. That's gross. I don't want big hands. No girl does. And they were like, oh shit. So they gave her like sparkling pink magical cosmic crystals somehow. This character keeps getting reworked and reworked because they can't make her work. They never did her right in the first place. And we'll find out how and why. Why? Like why can't they? It's just Marvel. Marvel could create new cool characters. Why not? Why how did this one fail? Well, glad you asked. She has other weird powers too. She supposedly can heal and even change her appearance, which they haven't used in forever, but they did in this book, in the Spider-Man book. They used it. They used it. They used it. They used it. So what can I tell you about Kamala Khan? Well, she was created by someone who's never made comic books before. Um, someone who'd only done like a little editing for some unknown company, and I've never seen their shit before for like about a year or so. She was made by someone named Sana Amanat, who had never made a comic before, like I said. Just did a little editing, and then suddenly she's showing her comic to Obama in the White House. What? Huh? Must have been a really successful comic. Well, it was, but it was rigged to be successful. That's what's so creepy and weird about the whole thing. She comes from an affluent Muslim family that's big friends with Obama. They're already friends. And when this book was made with a Muslim character, and they tried to make everyone like her, they said that they were going to try to make her like the new Peter Parker. So they were basically rigging you to like her. That's rigging it. Everyone loves Peter Parker. And it's like, well, we'll make her Peter Parker too. They're rigging it. Anyway, but it was done during the Obama's era where he was trying to put out to the world that we needed to get good with Muslims. While he was bombing their weddings and drone striking thetheir hospitals, you understand, we needed in America, us citizens needed to get better with Muslims. So he worked with Sana Amanat to I get, or I don't know if he worked with her as much as like he was kind of like, why don't we get you a job at Marvel and then you can make this happen? Well, she did. Here she is. tweeting about it. We did it, nerds. We took the White House. Thank you for the incredible honor. Here she is holding up the Marvel book with a goofy ass smile where Spider-Man's hanging out with Obama. They didn't do a Trump one, if you notice, which just shows the discrimination against presidencies, which I think is not cool. But what are you gonna do when a bunch of libtards are running shit and ruining everything like they always fucking do? So Sana Amanat never really made a comic before. She never really made a character before, and she came to them and she was charged with making a Muslim character that everybody has to like, or else Obama's gonna be very big upset. So and they can't, if it's sold poorly, it was not going to work either. It had to be rigged to sell well. So they sold it to a bunch of libraries and made sure everybody bought it and then They had the articles bragging about how successful it was and how everyone just loves this character. Yet, whenever it was announced that she was dying in 26, Amazing Spider-Man number 26, fucking the whole world was cheering. Everybody's laughing their asses off. So I read the book and it's disgusting. There's this real story going on, and it's crazy, and it's alternate dimensions, all trying to figure out how to break up Mary Jane and Spider-Man and get him interdimensionally cucked. And it happens. And then she's not even part of the plot. She's spying on somebody who ends up being good at the end and helping them take on a big monster that barfs up alphabet-looking soup from the Symbol universe. It's a bunch of nonsense. But let me just tell you, man, this is her dying. Her fucking dying real bad. That's that part actually, you're kind of like, ooh, sad, But for the whole story, she's not getting real panel work. She's not even part of the plot. Her character is inconsequential. She just sees things happen and goes, oh, and then she infiltrates Oscorp to spy on it, which doesn't end up needing to happen. It doesn't matter to the plot. It doesn't change anything. And then Spider-Man says that makes her a real hero. This is her entering the fight. This is not how girls want to look. This is not a superpower they fantasize about having at all, unless they could use it to inflate their boobs and ass. They do not want to see this shit. They don't want big man. No girl wants big man hands. It's just a rule. I totally agree with them. I get it. I get where they're coming from. Okay, I thought you were supposed to write for women. You're writing for these weird, creepy Muslim, or not a Muslim agenda, a weird Obama agenda is what this character is. She's a Muslim plant, essentially. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? So nobody really likes her. Well, how are we gonna like her when she makes entries like this into the fray? She goes, "Because I'm here too." Sorry, that was a terrible entrance. Can we pretend I said something cool? Is that supposed to be that's supposed to be funny? She's supposed to be like Spider-Man. Spider-Man is witty. He's unleashed when he gets the mask on. He feels invincible, free to really say what he wants to say that he can't say at school when he's Peter Parker. That's part of the brilliance and the beauty of him. Her, she's just like, can we pretend I said something cool? Yes, Ms. Marvel. Your whole character's training wheels. I guess we'll just pretend you said something cool too in the comic when it's time for you to step up and actually say something cool. From what I heard, they had to bring G. Willow Wilson, which is a Muslim comic book writer, who's actually is a competent writer who's written some things. I don't particularly like or care about her work, but I would say she's a pro who knows what she's doing. But she tried to make this character a hit, couldn't pull it off. They brought her in, I heard, on this issue to give notes and help write Kamala, which this is her. If this is her writing, no wonder we don't like her, man. Anyway, here's her big go-go fist. Back off, good. Um, she fights the guy, and then she uses the power that we haven't even seen her use. It kind of got tossed to the wayside. They've given her too many powers, like they do to a lot of SJW type characters, a lot of characters made to push an agenda. So she can heal and she can change her form. She turns into Mary Jane, which is what this creepy, evil, sacrificial god uh wants to kill her because somehow that's gonna like end the universe or give some evil gods their sacrifice, something like that. It's ridiculous. I'm a little parched. Thank you. I need a little sip there. And and what ends up happening is she looks like Mary Jane. The god kills her. Then his gods come out and go, "You killed the wrong bitch. You killed the wrong bitch." And then they just kill him. It's like a kind of a Deus Ex Machina bullshit. Kind of boring. She's like, "I guess I don't need this anymore." Peter, yeah, what is it? Did I do good? Kamala, you did great. You did so good. You saved the universe just randomly after randomly appearing in the story. I like the way that just a few panels ago, Spider-Man's going is saying, "Oh wait, I don't think I have it," but he was going, Miss Marvel? Is that you? What are you doing here? And she's been like in the background the whole time, not affecting the plot at all. So yeah, this is the tale of the death of a character designed to make you like Muslims more because you understand America. You're the problem. It's not the fact that Obama was bombing their weddings in hospitals and shit. No, 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 no. We clearly need a girl who's never really made a comic before, who's also Muslim, to create this character. So yeah, it was rigged to be a hit. She's not truly a hit. People are kind of celebrating her death, if anything, and laughing about it. And it was just kind of goofy. It was kind of a goofy book. Look at the way he draws her. He just outlines her really quick and just gets it over with and moves on. I don't blame him. Anyway, what a character. What a weird political plant she is. I'm creeped out by the whole thing. And you know, acting like she made it all the way to the White House when really her family's friends with the Obamas and it was all set up. You know what I'm saying? Like it just connects and it's just creepy and it's stupid. And I'm glad this character's dead. Don't worry, she'll be back in no time, probably around the time the Marvels movie launches, which will also be the time Ms. Marvel season 2 on Disney Plus launches, which means she'll be back around November, in my opinion. That's what I'm betting on. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't care because this character was never really alive to me in the first fucking place. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for tuning in, you guys, and keep it real out there. Look for real comics that are good that don't like try to tell you how to feel about Muslims by people who don't know how to make characters like this chick. This chick then was given, of course, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be finishing up. I am not done with her. She was then, of course, given a title at Marvel that they never had before that they made up just for her and good pay where she got to oversee creative direction at Marvel without having any real creative direction training or understanding herself. She was her background is in journalism, you guys. Journalism every time. Every time. Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Buy real comics, buy my comics. Terror in the Trenches is on Indiegogo as well as Psycho Killers. We're running out of those. We're down to some last ones. So check it out. You don't want to miss. I promise you're going to love it. And I'll see you on the next one. Dakamala, 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 die!
There it goes. Sometimes on for 5 minutes, sometimes on for 5 hours. That's my man.
Talk hard!
Von's Haunted Castle.